on the side of UNCC, right, we look at Lazy, right? He is a big facilitator for this squad for UNC Charlotte here. Their play styles are fairly similar, right, between UNCC and USC. Both kind of play this slow play style and really capitalize on these windows that they look for later on when they do open up. On the side of USC, we're looking at Og, right? He's a rank A SSL player here, one of the better players that we have at this tournament, and he needs to keep his ball rolling and really get ahead of the game, really match pace here against UNCC to really bring USC over this hurdle.
Yeah, absolutely. UNCC filling in late, actually, when NC State was unable to make it, now making it out here, and I think taking a lot of people by surprise here. Again, a team returning from last year. They've been doing a fantastic job thus far. We want to take another look here at this bracket as well so that we can kind of see it as it's been updated. Happening away from main stage, Georgia State was able to take Clemson down in straight sets. Go ahead and move on to face Harrisburg. What a prize that is. Again, that best of 5 that we had out here, electric game, Syracuse and George Mason. Syracuse ultimately won and is now moving on to play Maryville. We had Michigan State and Northeastern play as well. Michigan State now moving on to play WVU, but we now have, again, UNCC, USC yet to be determined. Winner will move on to play Ole Miss, another one of the Titans. Topped their group undefeated as well. So both teams are going to have their hands full depending on who moves on from here.
Yeah, and as we look through the player camps here, focus on this UNCC team to play through Lazy, right? Lazy being able to find these angles for Coolio. Coolio has been scoring a lot of goals, but that's not usually the norm in this squad. Usually we see Lazy a lot of the time taking that front seat for this squad, but now Lazy's kind of in the backseat. He's facilitating these other players, Knight and Coolio, able to have some big moments here for UNCC.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we get a look at USC as well. Standout player from last year, Katz, has returned. Katz was actually a professional coach that helped students receive over $4 million in scholarships. So again, really great esports athlete, as well as just a general human being. Really coming along strong here. USC will definitely have their hands full here with this UNCC team, as you mentioned. Again, they've been performing very strongly throughout that group stage. Again, ultimately taking home that 7th seed here. But I think this is going to be a pretty even matchup. I think we might have another banger on our hands right now, Ben.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way, right? And on the side of USC here, I touched on a little bit earlier, Og is a very positive and very high-level talent on this team, right? But we've seen Katz taking a majority of the shots for this team, taking this front seat where we often see him kind of on this back seat, kind of like Coolio in a sense, being able to set up these other players for success. So if Og has a day, he could be very dangerous, and USC could be a very dangerous team moving forward.
Yeah, completely agree. Again, both teams now starting to get loaded in and get set up, and as they do so, I think one of the things that we'll just be looking forward to, again, is both of these teams being able to return and come back stronger. Again, these were both teams here that were here last year. USC, our 3rd place finisher, right? So they'll be looking to try to return to the podium, have another strong showing like they did last year, but getting through this bracket is not going to be easy, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, when we look at these teams, they're close in rank, right? We see UNCC as the 7th seed here in this elimination bracket, and USC sitting at the 10th seed as well. So pretty even amongst the seeding here for this series. But really, these two teams are very evenly matched, right? Both teams have very positive play styles and very similar play styles. So seeing where the adjustment comes in to really counteract the other team here is going to be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're starting to get loaded in here, both teams are kicking off, and the Battle of the Carolinas is underway. We're seeing early demos coming out here. Knight getting that done now, and UNCC gets a shot away immediately. Knight with the demo right into the goal. I feel like that's the equivalent of getting dunked on, essentially. Moving forward really fast, 7 seconds in, UNCC's already on the board, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, Knight right out of the gate, getting that demo, getting that early goal. This is kind of what we expected to see. That window opened up, seeing that was there for them. They pulled the trigger, not hesitating to take these shots. Again, UNCC with possession of this ball, trying to keep the aggression up. Solar now finding the clear on the side of USC, but the retreat on UNCC is already there. The rotations coming through now, trying to put pressure on of their own.
Yeah, before USC had the opportunity to get set, UNCC was able to strike. Now having to play from behind, they're going to have to try to get aggressive early here. Let's see what they're able to do here. Both teams kind of going back and forth again, doing a little bit of this ping pong action. Og now set back in the rotation here, pushing forward. Solar gets the demo, but gets returned for it by Coolio right away. Og trying to make something happen, not able to do so. Great pressure here from USC, but even better defense by UNCC as they're able to go ahead and push things away. Not done just yet here. USC trying to keep creating opportunities here, get the equalizer, try to get themselves into a position to keep themselves in this first game now, Ben.
Yeah, we saw USC trying to find angles into those upper corners. Shot on goal by Knight. Og with the save. Now the counterattack coming through. Lazy Harbor will find the clear. Solar sitting back, recognizing that a triple commit might be dangerous against this UNCC squad. Now we see Solar trying to make something happen on their own, but intercepted in the pathing there by UNCC, trying to find this clear. Finally will be able to do so. Lazy with the flip over, hits crossbar. Again, the follow-up from Coolio off target. USC trying to find this clear now. Boost heavily in favor of UNCC right now, but unable to get anything near this goal. A shot on goal there, but Solar is already in position for USC to get these clears and get possession back in their favor.
Yeah, Demo's coming out here fast and furious here from the USC side, trying to create some space, but not enough just yet as Knight gets in. Saved by Solar, gets followed up. Oh, right on the baseline, able to get that off. UNCC still keeping the pressure on here, trying to get a second goal, shore this one up here early. About 2.5 minutes have gone through this game. We're a little over halfway here in this series. Both teams, again, trading blows here early. Nothing being found for USC just yet as UNCC narrowly misses adding on a second goal here. USC now on the counterattack, able to put some pressure on. UNCC not allowing that ball to stay in their half for very long, though. Going ahead and getting it back into USC's territory. Both teams, again, here doing a great job of getting set into the rotations here, Ben.
Yeah, both sides finding good looks onto the net. Coolio again trying to make something happen, but interrupted there by Og. We can see possession so far is heavily in UNCC's favor. We saw USC have two really good looks into those upper corners, but the defense for UNCC has just been better so far than the offense on the side of USC. As I say that, however, Cats able to get the score, evening up the game one apiece with 2:02 left.
Pure Soul Cats coming through clutch there, taking it right away from Coolio, putting it in and getting USC on the board here in this game one. This is going to be a tough contested match here, Ben.
Yeah, and you saw Og in that play, able to find that pass, able to drop that right onto the top of the car of Cats, who had that full momentum boost in their favor. Really hard for UNCC to really find that angle and get to that ball faster than USC did. But now kickoff heavily in favor of USC there. As I say that, Og now needs to go back on the retreat, getting the save, trying to get this clear, the ball out of harm's way now. A reset coming through from UNCC, getting some boost back in their favor. Solar now trying to play the corner, trying to set up Og, but unable to capitalize just yet. Shot on goal there from Solar. Cats as well, but Lazy and the rest of UNCC are in position to keep this a tied game.
Shots flying all over the spot here. Another one comes through from USC, but Lazy saves it right off the line. Solar coming through, trying to dunk it right on them. Not done just yet, though. UNCC now putting the pressure back on, trying to get a counterattack going. And Coolio is able to find it and put it away. UNCC has been threatening all game. They've looked extremely strong since that first goal. Rotations have been sensational, and they are rewarded for it instantly.
Yeah, Lazy tossing that ball up to Knight, able to make that connection, bouncing it off of that left corner there, and then just Coolio in position to follow up on the passing plays from UNCC. 2-1 now in favor of the Niners, trying to keep it going. A minute left here. USCC trying to find an angle. Solar trying to respond as well. Shot on goal again, able to squeeze it through. Og able to even up the series, or the game rather. Game one with 56 seconds left, 2 apiece.
You know what, Ben? You're not technically wrong. I mean, in a sense, they are evening up the series, right? Coolio able to get a touch on it, but the shot too strong from Og there. USC getting right back into this, finding the equalizer here. now. Both teams kickoff coming through. Cats trying to press it forward, but it's not happening just yet. Lazy's able to go ahead and get the clearance out of their half. But as I say that, it almost comes in from USC. Aug's almost able to dunk it right in. UNCC now taking advantage of the commitment there, and they're going to find it right away. They're trading blows like crazy. We did not see this in the first series. This is going to be an extremely high-scoring series between both of these two teams.
Yeah, Julio, they're able to maneuver around Cats in that left corner, and Knight with the follow-up, able to just stab the dagger through the hearts of USC in game number 1. 40 seconds left, however, still remaining. Cats trying to make something happen in the air out of boost. Won't be able to follow up any more than he already did. Solar now trying to play out of this right-hand corner, but UNCC has the players there, has the defense set on their side. 20 seconds left. A shot, however, from Cats, able to get it off of the roof, tying up the game 3 apiece.
Cats, cool, calm, and collected, just knows that this is business as usual, puts it away. Both these teams, not really much between them here, right? Finding ways to score early on here and getting opportunities. Man, this is like the exact opposite of the initial series with the high-powered defenses. We're seeing the offenses really thrive here, and it's been electric thus far.
That kickoff going in favor there of UNCC. 13 seconds left now in game number 1. Shots coming through. Julio again able to answer. The patience coming from him is clutch in that situation. USC, not able to find that clear, and Julio answers.
Just goals galore right now here in game 1 of this series between the two Carolina teams. 9 seconds here on the clock. Let's see if UC is able to do something. I mean, as we just saw last series, right? 1 second is all that's needed. So long as this ball is staying in the air, there is a chance, and we are there right now. UNC going to be trying to touch this thing down. USC doing their best to keep it up, and they're doing well thus far. Julio gets up to it, but again, another touch there by USC to keep this thing alive. Lazy kind of trying to come through, do the same thing, gets a great touch on it, and that's going to do it there for game 1. UNCC is going to come out on top, but man, USC has had the opportunities. UNCC can't rest on their laurels too much here, because I think USC will be able to take a couple games here in the series.
Yeah, USC had a couple of good looks there early on in the series, just unable to capitalize through the defense of UNCC there. Coming strong, trying to keep that ball up towards the end of game number 1 there. USC unable to do so, as UNC really was just looking for those spikes, right? Trying to get that ball to the ground, take game number 1 in this best of 5. And I believe the winner of this one will go over to Ole Miss, will be who is waiting for the winner of this series.
Yeah, absolutely. A Titan waiting in the next round for sure, but they can't look too far ahead just yet. UNCC starting off strong, great showing by Julio there. Really leading by the front, taking goals, getting things done there. Again, we weren't seeing as many high-level defensive plays like we were in the last series, right? But again, that's just what we're going to be seeing. That's how a lot of these teams play. They operate in high-octane offenses. So we're seeing thus far, UNCC takes that first game now, gives themselves some room to grow.
Yeah, and this is kind of what we expect to see from these teams, right? They're very evenly matched. And really, the offenses of both teams so far have been showing up big. The defenses, not so much. 7 goals in that game number 1, 4 for UNCC, 3 on the side of USC. The kickoff now going in favor. Aug trying to make something happen to bounce over a UNCC player, but Knight is there in response to try to get this clear back in their favor. Cats with the cross. Knight again able to disrupt the passing lane of USC. A clear of their own. Solar gets back in time to defend the shot that was on goal there from Julio. Now looking for USC to try to get a clear here shortly.
On the other stage, Syracuse has actually just taken a game off of Maryville now, so they're up 1-0 early in that series as well. We'll continue to provide you with updates throughout here as USC now trying to clear this ball out from their goal line, doing a great job. UNCC trying to maintain this pressure. They're getting back to try and get some boost here. Demo comes out from Aug. That's going to open things up here. That's going to be dangerous. Not going to have anything come of it just yet, though. USC still keeping this ball and trying to keep the pressure on. UNCC able to get a little bit more space here, get the ball to midfield. USC still continuing to push forward. Shot just goes wide, though. Let's see if UNCC is able to now take advantage. USC low on boost here, so they're going to be trying to get back here, play some defense here. UNCC primed in a position to attack, and they take advantage right away. Lazy comes through 1 minute and 14 seconds into this game. UNCC up early again here, Ben.
Yeah, USC there had the defense set, but Lazy just able to get under the cars of USC, keeping that ball on the ground, sneaking that through the set defense of USC there, getting a 1-0 lead here in game number 2. Cats now trying to respond, flip reset on the side of USC, but unable to do anything as they do run out of boost. They are clear again on the side of USC. Lazy, however, will get the demo onto Solar, but the aggression still coming through. Og able to make it happen all by himself.
Even through the demo, USC able to continue to push forward. Great touch there by Cats to set it up. An even better touch. Look at that angle by Og. Finds the goal here. USC evens it up here right away, man. Again, these teams are going back and forth, blow for blow. There's not much time between these two goals once that floodgate gets open, man.
Yeah, the kickoff kind of going stale there, still hovering around that midfield part. The shot from Knight on target, again by Coolio on target, but just barely going off of that crossbar. The defense coming through there from USC holding strong. Now the aggressive side trying to come through here. No one is back in the goal. Cats now on the retreat. The cross just too fast for Knight to get there to punch that goal into the back of the net. Again now, these shots are kind of on target here, but just not quite going off of that crossbar there for the side of USC. 2:50 left now in game number 2. The demo comes through onto Knight. This could be the opportunity that Og was looking for to try to make something happen. The pass, the cross over to Cats, not able to make that connection happen. UNCC defense holding strong.
Yeah, UNCC doing a great job of maintaining through that demo there with the pressure on. Neither team maintaining too much possession. I think we're just seeing the ball flick back and forth, goes across the goal. Nobody from UNCC is there to be able to put it away just yet. USC now trying to find a way to attack, but Knight is there to take advantage in the midfield. That's going to be a good touch there by Coolio as they try and get this thing set up here. Looking Lazy, kind of trying to lurk here in the back and get some push forward, but they're going to have to retreat as they go ahead and get some boost. Let's see if USC is able to take advantage of this quick lapse, but that's a great rotation by UNCC to get forward. Both teams again trading back and forth here as we're equaled up with about 2 minutes left now in this game 2 here, Ben.
2 minutes left in game 2, tied at 1 apiece. UNCC keeping the pressure on, keeping the ball over in USC's side of the map here. Lazy now trying to make something happen off of this back wall here. Cats, however, able to get the clear on the side of USC, but again, it's this ping pong match that we saw earlier in this series. No offense able to get anything going just yet in game number 2. We are tied at 1, but since those first 2 goals happened so early on, the defense has really stepped it up. Og trying to find an angle there. Cats with the demo onto Knight could be the opportunity that USC was looking for, but Coolio able to get that clear. Lazy there as well, but Cats able to come back and get that save for USC. Now have to try to find this clear. It's a dangerous position for this ball. Off of the post, just barely missing is Coolio. The score stays even. A minute left to go.
Yeah, UNCC looking great there. Got forward aggressively and still not done quite yet. They have an opportunity brewing here. Ball is idling in front of the USC goal, but nothing happening of it just yet. Coolio is able to find that demo onto Og, and we are below 1 minute here. We might be looking at overtime unless somebody's able to get something going quick. Cats is able to find the demo onto Coolio, and here opportunity comes just wide from Og. Let's see if USC is able to get over, but what a save. They're off the line, and Og comes through and finishes, and USC finds a clutch goal late into this game, gives themselves the lead. UNCC now facing some pressure here.
Yeah, Cats just barely missing that corner, but Og, the follow-up there, able to get the lead back in USC's favor here. 2-1, 42 seconds left to go in game number 2. Kickoff now underway in favor of USC here. Coolio able to clear this one back over to the USC side. Og now retreating on the defensive side for USC, able to get that save. Og now with a demo onto Lazy as well. The demos now coming in left and right from both sides, but unable to do anything is either side right now. The defense is holding strong for UNCC, trying to keep this a 1-point game. 15 seconds left and counting.
Look at USC. The boost on their side is exceptional. Let's see if they're able to do anything with this. 10 seconds now. UNCC's got to try to get this ball into their half. Nothing happening just yet. USC might have an opportunity to even this up. They push forward. Shot goes just wide. They're going to be looking to try and touch this thing down and even this series up, and they do. This is exactly the type of series that we were expecting between these two teams, Ben. This is exactly what you said. Very close here in ability, and from what we had seen throughout the group stages, they had been competitive. They had been going back and forth with other teams, and now USC is able to get themselves on the board, see themselves even here. This might be a deep series.
Yeah, both games decided by 1 goal here. Game 1, very high scoring affair, right? 7 goals in total. But in game number 2 here, we only saw 3 goals scratched across the board there.
Yeah.
And this is kind of them feeling each other out, right? Trying to see what this playstyle is going to be from either side here, slowing things down, finding these 100% opportunity windows for both sides, trying to make the most out of their options.
Yeah, chaotic but effective rotations, I think is what we've seen thus far, right? Both teams really just kind of flinging the ball forward into each other's zones and just capitalizing on miscues and bounces that we hadn't really seen prior. So again, both teams looking really, really strong here. As you can see, USC 1-4 there in the group stage. UNCC came out 2-3. Both teams, again, although they both have losing records, I think we would say they're really competitive. UNCC was hanging in a lot of games with some of those tougher teams in the group stage. USC doing the exact same, able to go ahead and get themselves a win. See some momentum again. They've been in this environment before. They know what to expect, and they've been doing a great job thus far here in this series. As we go ahead and get started with Game 3, Coolio's able to go ahead and get a demo right off the bat. Nothing coming of it just yet, especially early on like that. UNCC is able to get the ball early into USC's zone. They're going ahead and trying to get a centering shot here, but again, USC rotating well, Og able to get that thing away. Pressure coming now from USC, but Lazy's able to meet Og right in the air and get that ball cleared as well. USC doing a great job trying to keep that ball around midfield, but UNCC is now pressing forward. They have a chance, but it goes missing. Coolio getting that shot off, getting the ball centered. USC now trying to pressure, get the counterattack going. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to get a little bit of an idle moment here with both teams trading now, Ben.
Yeah, the demo happening onto Og there, really stopping any chance that USC had to try to get the aggression going. Shot off the post. Coolio met by Katz right in front of the goal. They're able to save that one on the side of USC. Knight now trying to get the clear back over in UNCC's favor, but unable to do so right now. Both teams have had good looks, but nothing going into the back of the net just yet. Lazy trying to catch up to the ball, but no boost left on the side of Lazy here. Has to retreat, has to try to get something back. Shots across the board here for UNCC, but unable to capitalize on any of them just yet.
Yeah, great angle shot there by UNCC, trying to put something on, but nothing coming of it just yet. USC doing well to settle back in defense, try to get this ball forward. UNCC really relentless pressure though, but keeping the ball forward, and a big save by Katz. Shot looked great there by Knight, but wasn't able to have anything come of it just yet. Again, UNCC really just keeping this pressure on right now, Ben. They're looking much more aggressive here early on in this Game 3.
Yeah, UNCC aggression is coming up huge, but right now USC has the ball over in UNCC's half of the field. The shot on goal from Katz there, able to capitalize on the, I guess, miscommunication there. The rotation's not coming in fast enough for UNCC. Og off of that backboard as well. The pass to Katz recognized, and those are the windows that we talked about, right? They see that opportunity and they take it.
Yeah, and you could see they're Lazy just coming through from the rotation, but it wasn't quick enough. USC gets rewarded for surviving that onslaught of pressure early on by UNCC. They put themselves up early here, and they may have an opportunity to go up in this series. That would be huge for them, Ben.
Yeah, Stoller keeping this ball over on the side of UNCC. No follow-up coming through from the side of USC off of that backboard shot. Lazy now trying to punch this through the USC side of the field, but unable to do so just yet. Coolio now answered again by Katz. USC just keeping this ball out of harm's way as much as humanly possible. They're all getting the demo onto Coolio there. Possible opportunity, but Knight, a response. The demo onto Katz, but again, the ball is still over in UNCC's half of the field. The respawn is going to come through, and nothing will come of it.
Yeah, no, we see a shot go there close by Coolio. UNCC again just kind of keeping this pressure on. Haven't been rewarded for it thus far, but something will come if they're able to keep maintaining this. Let's see what happens now. USC trying to break out of this containment they've got in their half. Both teams now trying to retreat forward here. Ball not going much further than midfield here. Lazy trying to get a touch to set UNCC up. Not going to come up as Solar getting forward quickly here. We see demos get traded by both teams. Shot on by Katz, but it goes just high. UNCC scrambling to try to get this ball clear, Ben.
Yeah, Cat's off, or Og, excuse me, off of that right corner there, trying to make something happen. Shot just right of the goal there on the side of UNCC, hitting that post. Og now trying to take it to the sky. Will be met by Knight. Julio with an answer, but will miss. Hits the post, the wide open net. The ball cleared now on the side of USC. A missed opportunity there for the Niners.
Yeah, great job there by USC to get back again in defense and just do enough to disrupt the path of that ball, get UNCC out of there and give themselves an opportunity. Another low-scoring game here is not what we were expecting based off the results of the first. Goals going back and forth, but again, both teams really have seemed to settle in to a disciplined rotation here. Now, as we see UNCC try to get an opportunity to push this ball forward, you're seeing that they're throwing themselves at this now, trying to get in. Shot just goes high there, but Julio Knight is able to follow up and put it away, and this is exactly what we were expecting, Ben, right? They've been setting themselves up well all game. They finally found the opportunity to get themselves evened up here late in this game 3.
Yeah, Julio able to tap that one up onto that back wall, setting it up for Knight for the follow-up from midfield. They're tying it up at 1:50 seconds to go now in game number 3. Julio again trying to get aggressive in the air. USC trying to find a clear. Will be able to do so. Solar there getting interrupted in the rotation. Cass now having to do a backflip, trying to retreat back to this ball. Og now trying to make something happen on his own. Julio finding the clear, but Solar meeting it halfway through. 2v1 situation now. Cass able to win that 50-50 there for USC. Now trying to make something happen. 20 seconds left now, tied at 1. USC looking like they have some potential, but will miss it. Og not able to punch that through into the back of the net. Solar will find the clear back for USC. 10 seconds remaining.
Absolutely incredible chance for USC as the clock now it starts to expire here with UNC in an opportunity here. Ball was in and out for USC. 1 second left on the clock, and they still have an opportunity to try and score this thing. Looks like it's just going to go down in front of the goal, and we are getting some free Rocket League. We're heading into overtime, golden goal, sudden death situation here, Ben.
Yeah, Cass finding that early demo onto Julio. Og trying to make something happen, but Lazy is in the area to get the save with a shot again from Cass. An 8-second overtime just like that is over. USC now winning game number 3, taking a 2-1 lead in this series.
Man, it felt like UNCC had the lion's share of the chances in that game, but again, USC did a great job of just weathering that storm and just staying consistent, pushing the ball forward. Rewarded there at the end. Cats gets that goal nearly immediately into overtime, and USC is now looking at the opportunity to move on. We might be seeing an upset here on our hands, man.
Yeah, USC looking strong right now. Og being able to find these angles to really set up Julio and Solar here for these options. Solar as well, very positive on this defensive side for USC, finding huge clears, keeping them out of danger that UNCC is trying to put them in. Game 1 was all UNCC on this offensive side, but so far in these games 2 and 3, USC has been able to answer and respond to the aggression that UNCC was putting on them and be able to swap roles, right, and put that aggression right back in their face.
Yeah, we saw really quickly developing plays there on the side of USC, I think, is what we were seeing more so than anything. And again, able to just capitalize on those chances. We saw they had that goal opportunity late there, the one that bounced right out from the inside of the goal. But again, USC able to come through and make something happen here. Yeah, and as we mentioned, UNCC now facing elimination. Update on the Syracuse and Maryville series, by the way. Maryville has stormed back and taken the last 2 games. It is Syracuse 1, Maryville 2. Similar deal over there. Syracuse now facing elimination. Maryville, again, one of the top teams in this tournament, the 4 seed, looking to move on again. As we see here, again, get kicked off with game 4, UNCC and USC, the battle of the Carolinas here from the hangout in Myrtle Beach. Things couldn't be much better than this, guys. You're here with us. It's incredible. The sun is shining, and the teams are playing fantastically, as we can see here.
Og trying to make something happen towards UNCC's goal. They're unable to do so. No follow-up from USC either. Solar now trying to find this clear, trying to punch this back over towards UNCC's goal. Solar now getting airborne, trying to make something happen off of that crossbar. The follow-up from Og will not be there. Julio able to get in the way and interrupt the shot there coming out from Og, but Solar still keeping this ball over in UNC's half of the field. Og taking a shot. Julio, however, will answer it in response.
Yeah. Again, both teams going back and forth here. Already 1 minute into this game 4. doing a great job of trying to maintain possession between the two. No clear leader just yet in this game. USC going ahead and getting forward, trying to build an opportunity for themselves here. Nothing coming of it just yet, as we can see that UNCC goes ahead and gets the clearance. Ball kind of idling in the midfield right now. Julio gets a shot on, but Aug is able to go ahead and rotate back. USC, again, doing a great job. Seems like they've really settled into a good defensive stance here, able to kind of find their ways out each time, as we see Cats trying to get the touch, beats UNCC there and is now pressing forward. USC trying to create an opportunity. UNCC, though, doing a great job here as well. Again, kind of building like a really solid defensive stance. Not able to break through. We haven't seen either team with a clear opportunity just yet, but that may change right now. Lazy shuts it down from Aug, and UNCC now trying to get the counterattack going. USC is able to meet them at midfield, though, push the ball right back into UNCC's territory. Again, nothing coming just yet for either team. As I say that, Knight pushes forward. USC, though, again, able to go ahead and clear their own zone.
Yeah, USC having good aggression here over on the UNCC half of the field, but now UNCC trying to make something happen on their own here, but unable to follow up into this corner here. Aug trying to get it out of harm's way. Knight now off of the backboard. You can see Julio there reading the ball to perfection, able to get an early lead here. Well, not necessarily an early lead. We're about halfway through game number 4 here, but get the lead here for UNCC.
Time flies when you're having fun, brother. I couldn't agree with you more, man. Yeah, set up so well. Great team goal there by UNCC. Touched off the backboard by Knight and then was able to get put away by Coolio again. Yeah, the Johnny on the spot there just at the right time. As I say that, Cat starts flying in. An opportunity for USC. Goes just wide. Great save there by Lazy. Able to keep UNCC ahead in this game here. Again, this is what we've seen. Goal come in and then they just start getting blows get traded back and forth continuously throughout here.
Yeah, Lazy trying to find that shot on goal there, unable to do so. Aug is in the area, but UNCC keeping the pressure on, keeping this ball in this left corner. Crosses coming through, being answered by USC here, trying to find this clear, trying to find their offensive power that they had in games 2 and in game number 3. Julio has the angle, but unable to get that under that crossbar, just barely hitting the top there. Aug now in the air, has boost off the backboard. It's going to be up to Solar, and will be able to do so. Solar in prime position to tie this game up for USC.
Yeah, assisted by Aug. Great job there. Solar's able to find it and just beat Lazy as he tries to readjust in the air. It's not going to be enough. USC now has an opportunity to try and take this game away, and ultimately the series as well, send UNCC home packing.
Yeah, kickoff now going in favor of UNCC. Knight has an opportunity here to get a pinch, but unable to do so. Coolio will miss it on the backside. The shot there. Lazy getting back, but unable to connect with the ball there. Cats able to get that clear goal, and a lead now back in favor of USC 2-1.
Absolutely brutal for UNCC there. Cats with the touch, able to send it across. They just get beat out on that triple commit that they had. Lazy was close to getting back and having it there, but it just wasn't enough. USC now really starting to find their groove. You can start to feel UNCC pushing forward a little bit more. They had a really quick chance there, have one right here as well, but Cats is able to fly over to the near side post and get the save, playing unbelievably right now. UNCC, though, still creating chances, but here come USC, and again, Cats is able to get it in. USC starting to pour it on now, Ben.
Yeah, USC able to capitalize off of these clears. Cats again in position for this shot. Julio cannot get back fast enough to get that save on the side of UNCC. 3-1 now on the side of USC. It's series point right now. If UNCC wants to stay in it, they have 1:20 left to get 2 goals, possibly 3 if they want to win it right here. And they are able to get 1 right away. Coolio keeping it on the ground, bringing it within 1.
Beautifully timed. They needed that. They needed to see the ball go into the net just so they can at least give themselves an opportunity to get into this. I think they needed to clear their mental up a little bit as well. You start to see a couple goals get piled on by USC, a couple brutal ones as well, right across the map. And again, but they're able to get that right on time. They needed that here. Now they have 1:15 to try and even this thing up. I think that's plenty of time for them, but as I say that, Cats is just able to move forward. He's dominating right now. That is a 3rd goal. Cats comes through with a hat trick in this big game 4 for USC right now. UNCC, though, all things considered, still has enough time to kind of try and bring this back. I don't think they're out of this by any means just yet. However, again, they're going to need a quick goal here. right off this kickoff.
You can see how fast you can score in Rocket League, right? It's only been about 15 seconds and 2 scores have already come across the board, 1 on each side. Lazy getting that demo onto Og could be the difference maker. Og as well again has been eliminated. Knight, the communication, the team play from UNCC coming through, shining, and just like that, we're back within 1.
You know what, and that's not something that we've been seeing from UNCC for a little bit now. I really like the idea of getting aggressive and going on the front foot, pressing those demos and just taking advantage of the open space. And then, I mean, it can't be said, right? They just did so well to set that pass up and put it away here. But again, this is what we've seen, USC early getting a chance right off. We're now under 1 minute here. UNCC knows that they need a goal. They set themselves up well. Like you said, plenty of time here to go ahead and try to make something happen. Lazy getting the touch, centering it, but Solar is there to go ahead and get USC back in possession, try to get this ball out of their half. It's not going to happen just yet. Knight is flying through. Lazy's going to be doing the same as well, but Og is going to come up and they're going to meet in the air there for an aerial ball going into the favor of USC here.
25 seconds left on the clock. UNCC down one in the series as well. This is series point for USC. They need to try to get this ball out of harm's way, but Solar is there with the follow-up, making it a 2-score lead with 15 seconds left in game number 4.
That might be the kill shot there, man. That one came through so well, and again, it's just able to find that one soft spot in UNCC's defenses. You saw all 3 players were around the goal, but just not where they needed to be there. And the Solar is able to go ahead and find it, get it pushed through here. USC doing a great job. We might be seeing our first upset here.
Yeah, Og again trying to find that aerial there. Lazy able to get back, get in that defensive position. 1 second left. Even if this goal goes in, it won't mean a whole lot. The ball will hit the ground. USC with the first upset of the tournament, right?
Especially
able to move on.
Of this bracket, and the Battle of the Carolinas is going to fall in favor of USC. Again, our 3rd place returner from last year. They did a great job there. Cats absolutely stand out there in that game 4. Came through with the hat trick and just didn't look back from there.